Live. And hey everybody, how's it going? Hey everybody, welcome, happy Monday. And I'm Rob Booker, nice to see you here. We're going to take a look at the market this morning. I just about had the biggest trade I've ever had. I almost got it. I might yell, so I'm going to turn my volume down just a little bit. I might get, kind of excited. This morning, I almost had the biggest trade I've ever had. Caught it right as I opened the charts, which I will show you in just a moment, and just barely missed it. So let's take a look. Right here, up in this area, I was looking at this bearish candle form, and I sold the Australian dollar. And just, barely missed it. It was exactly the kind of trade that I look for. Coming out of overbought territory right up here. Printing a really nice bearish candle right here. And I sold the contract. I risked $5 to make 95. Excuse me. And then I just didn't get it, just barely. Just barely didn't get it. Sold it on the candle before, didn't close lower, and then boom, gone. So we're going to take another crack at something like this today. 3 minutes and 3 seconds left in this current contract. This week we will give away another iPad. So stay tuned, watch the live broadcast, leave a comment. Watching on Facebook, leave a comment below, say hello. I think I'm going to interact with everybody here. Just a brief warning. Remember, trading involves a substantial risk of loss. It's not suitable for everyone. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future loss. No, future gain. Your loss is my gain. No, no, your gain is my loss. No, hold on. Most people lose. Watch out. Be careful. Don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. Ooh, we're getting a nice bearish candle here, which we will look at in just a moment. Watch all week long. We should be live all week long. And we're getting a bunch of bearish candles here on the Australian dollar, which I like to see. Pulling up the old contracts here, trying to show the charts and the contracts at the same time. We'll see if I'm successful in doing that. So multiple big bearish candles in a row here. I think what that will lead to is a bullish candle. 1 minute and 23 seconds left. You can't see it back here, but I've got Jack Ryan up on the giant monitor. I'm going to watch this Amazon Prime series starting today. I'm looking forward to that. You can see this candle stretching lower. I'm going to go long the Australian dollar at the close of this candle, coming down toward an area of support. I'd like to see a bounce here. We aren't in full oversold territory, but I don't think we're going to need that. with these candles as bearish as they are, one after the other, seems like we ought to see some kind of a bounce. I don't know how affordable that's going to be. With 29 seconds left to go, we're going to find out. All right, let's see here. All right, here we go. 14 seconds, 13 seconds, 12 seconds left to go. Hey to everybody that's just joining now, I'm Rob Booker. We're trading live here. I think we're going to see a bounce in the Australian dollar. So I'm getting ready to go long. All right, here we go. What do we got here? 71.81? That's too expensive. 71.85? Yeah, we'll go for that one. Can I buy that? Is it ready? Yeah, look at that. Risk $3 to make $97? Oh, that contract never went long. All right, there we are. So I risked $3.88 to make essentially $96. And I have a ton of contracts. Look at that. They all got opened. You see that? Check this out, everybody. Look at that. Got a ton of, I got 8 contracts. That's more than I wanted. If we get a nice bounce here, that could be a really big win. As you know already, and we've talked about this before, my goal in all of this trading is to pay as little as possible, to be just super cheap, because if I get in at a really good price, it's easier for the trade to go profitable. I can survive a bunch of losses in a row. Let's see how this goes. This is already profitable. Up $9. Now, I don't expect that this is going to be a giant win. Let's see if we can set a $20 per contract limit order. I'm not trying for anything spectacular here. I just want a little bit of a bounce. I'm going to delete this limit order. And then I'm just going to take whatever whatever profit I can get, if I can get a profit. I mean, I'm almost at max loss right now. As you can see, though, we did at least go profitable on this trade. It wasn't very much, but it was at least something, which is, once again, what I said. It's, if you pay the least amount possible for one of these contracts, you have the maximum opportunity. Once again, for those of you wondering why I'm trading these binaries, listen, I don't think they're a fit for everybody. But the reason I like it is if I want to do some short-term trading and I want to get some experience and practice on the short-term charts, I want to get an answer every 5 minutes. And if I can risk $3 to make $97 or $5 to make $95, I'm going to do that all day long. I couldn't do that trading spot. That would be almost impossible to do every 5 minutes. I wouldn't be able to set a stop tight enough. I'd have to have a trade size that was too big, and I'd be taking too much risk for too little profit. All right, I'm at max loss right now, but the candle is bullish. I might take a look at other currencies. Dollar yen's bullish. Ooh, the euro US dollar. Look at that 5-minute chart. That looks like a bullish flag, doesn't it? See, I get practice on these patterns without having to wait huge amounts of time. All right, I'm going to take a max loss on this one. unless there is just a giant bullish move here. Which, if there is, then I'm done for the day if there is that kind of a move. What are we going to do after this one's closed? Let's take a look at the pound. Looks like a bull flag. Those don't look interesting to me. Australian dollar, US dollar looks like the most interesting to me. All right, that's going to go into a loss. That's fine. If you're just joining us now, I'm Rob Booker. Welcome. Happy to see you here. Happy Monday. Oh, that's going to go bullish right here, isn't it? What a jerk. All right, can I go long this for 10 bucks? 9 bucks? 9? 9.25? Yeah. All right, so I'm just going to go one contract long here. If we get a bullish move, then we get 90. This is going to go, once again, I paid as little as possible. This is going to be profitable, which it is. But I'm not going to close this for $4. Maybe 10. And just chip away at that $27, $29 loss that I just took. And then we'll just kind of keep plugging away at this. Take a little profit here if we can. That's fine. Just keep it moving along. So what I look for is a combination of things. What I'm trying to do is focus on price action, because if I can learn how to do price action much better, which has been a weakness of mine over the years, then I can apply everything that I learned to the longer term charts. And we'll take a look at the robots a little bit later on, but they are plugging away, almost completely automatic. And I want to keep that as is. But what I want to do is a little bit more discretionary trading. And I thought, how can I get as much practice as possible? Well, the answer is I can do short-term trading. But if I do short-term trading from like the 1-minute charts even, and I trade spot, I would take a trade and then we would wait 20 minutes. And what am I going to fill that 20 minutes with? Scintillating conversation? Maybe. Well, let's see how many miles my wife ran this morning while we're waiting for the next contract to come. If you want to win an iPad, leave some comments, subscribe to the YouTube channel, especially the YouTube channel. Say hello on Facebook in the comment section. Love to hear from you. So this trade that I took $3 on just now would now be unprofitable. And so I took a little bit of a win, and that turned out to be the right decision. See how many miles she ran this morning. And later on this week, we'll give away an iPad. I'll be live trading, I think, almost every day this week, and then gone all next week from the 24th on, just for a week. Let's see what we might be doing here with 1 minute and 41 seconds left. 4 miles. I didn't run 4 miles all year long. She ran 4 miles today. That's amazing. Let's see if... Let's see if we just put her on speakerphone. I mean, why not, right? Hey, you. Can you hear me? It says you're on speaker. I'm actually on my live broadcast. I was going to put your voice on here, but I think you're muted. Oh, there you are.
I'm here.
Yeah, you're on my live broadcast. You ran 4 miles today?
Yes, not easily. It was hard to breathe today. Allergies or allergens or something, but I did it.
Nice. And that's 7 for the week?
Yes, since I got 3 in yesterday, so.
Yeah,
I'm definitely
sweet.
ready for the cold weather. It is hard running in this heat.
Oh. Yeah, I'm ready for summer to be over, and I usually never say that.
Yeah, I'm ready. Definitely.
All right, well, I love you. I just wanted to put you on the live broadcast and say hello.
Okay, well, hello. Thanks.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Have
Bye.
a good day. Bye.
All right, here we go. Looking at the Australian dollar. Next contract is open. I like to trade the contract within the first 30 seconds or so. Let's just do the same one. It's so cheap. We'll do 2 of those. So what I did here was I went long the Australian dollar. It needs to go above 71.85 to end profitable. But it only needs to go up a little bit to become profitable. Hey, Jack Ryan, don't disappear. You're an inspiration to me. Let's see if we can turn that back on. I got this like mini keyboard for my giant monitor. So it's easy to control the giant monitor from here. All right, this contract may expire. But it looks like we've bottomed out on the RSI and we've hit this area of support. This could be a 4-hour chart even. This could be long-term trading. And this is the reason I'm doing this, is it's great practice for even looking at those longer-term charts. And it looks like with 3 minutes left to go, we're just going to go sideways on this one. I really ought to get up at like, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning and do this when it's really, really early in the morning and the European session is in full force. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, we're not getting very much. Slow Monday, which is not atypical. Hey, we could take a look at the robots real quick while we do this. Doesn't look like this one's going to go profitable, so it's a good time to look at the robots. Yeah, that candle's going bearish. You jerk candle. Well, where'd you go, robots? There we go. There we are. Take a look at this. Looks like the robots closed everything overnight. So we're just doing 0.5% per week, basically. The pink background on the chart means that all the trades were closed. And these charts you see up here are all the charts the robot is running on. Looks like everything's just going exactly as I would want it to go. So we'll close that down. Took a quick look at that, and now we're going to wait for another contract to come up here. Because with 1 minute and 11 seconds to go, this one is just not moving. It's a Monday, though. I mean, what do you expect on a Monday? Seriously. It's not gonna jump like 700 pips. I'd also like to try out trading these right before news events. I think that would be fascinating. If you want to leave a comment or leave a hello, I'll automatically enter you in this week's contest to win an iPad. We're going to give away another one at the end of the week. We sent the Oculus Rift to Jerry and the group in New Haven, Connecticut, at the little college up there. And I have a photo somewhere, which I will show in tomorrow's broadcast of. So they're now enjoying virtual reality, which I would just use for video games, and I would just completely waste my entire afternoon every day. All right, this contract's going to expire worthless, which is fine. Spent as little as possible. Ooh, look at that. We got a nice, larger upward wick on this one. We could pay $4. I just keep thinking we keep spending as little as possible here. See if we can get in on something. Got to close out these remaining orders. All right, average price is 6. Risk 6 to make 94. Once again, I'll do that all day long. Put a limit order in here. I don't do a lot of this limit order business, but what's a lucky number? 21's a lucky number, right? We'll see if we can get a little boost upward. What if we also said we think it's going to drop below 71.73 or 71.77? Max lost $7.25. Max lost $3.25 to make 96. So if it drops, maybe we get something out of that. Yeah. Maybe we drop below the lows and suddenly that one goes profitable. That would be glorious. I mean, for $3, it just seems like a no-brainer. Welcome to the broadcast for those of you that are just joining us now. That's surprising. I didn't think we've only been live for 22 minutes. It seems like it's been going on for a longer amount of time. Well, I guess not. While we're looking at that, we could just give a little plug to my wife's blog, Nikki Booker. You'd have to be interested in dating and relationships, but definitely worth taking a look at. She's got a subscriber email. Yesterday's was amazing. All right, let's see if we get another maybe 5-minute contract after this one, and then we'll wrap all this up. I haven't been looking at the comments. I got to find a better way to look at all the comments at the same time. I wonder how we could do that. I don't know. We're going to figure it out, though. Let me turn the music up a little bit here. Get these candles popping. I have so much stuff on it. Do you ever feel like you have so much stuff on your desk? I sometimes feel like I don't know the difference between procrastination and honestly trying to get things organized before I, start working. Sometimes I feel like I'm just procrastinating to get out of having to do any work by doing a little bit of cleaning. And then sometimes I feel like, yeah, I'm a total slob and this needs to be cleaned up. Yeah, I probably won't get around to cleaning it, so it probably doesn't matter anyway. Here we go. We got a little bit of a bullish move here, but not very much. Look at this, 4 candles in a row that really haven't gone anywhere. So what I'm going to do on the very next candle is plan for a breakout beyond these levels. And what that means is I might buy a contract that will gain if we go above this area, and buy a contract that will go profitable if we drop below that level. So do two sides. 18 seconds left to go. So maybe 71.85 bullish and 71.77 bearish. Here it goes. Here they are. Coming up with 7 seconds left to go. 71.85 is the first one I'm going to do. It's going to be the cheaper one of the two because the price is falling. Okay, that's not very cheap at all. 350, there we go. Oh, look at that. Can we get it? 375, got it. And here's the bearish one. Get a couple of those. So if we drop below 71.77, we go profitable. If we rise above 71.85, we go profitable. Probably overpaid for the bullish one. Oh, look at this. The bearish one's going. All right, that's nice. See if we can look at the chart right here. Right out of the corner of our eye. And the profit and loss at the same time. Oh, that's nice. See, we were due for a bigger move. Oh, that's really nice. Can we go below 71.77? Oh, nice. So could we do a limit order, a big gain? 51. It would have to drop a bunch more. We were temporarily doing pretty great on that. I mean, we only paid $5.25 for that contract. Do that every time. Up 18, up 19, up 26. All right, go, 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 go. Now, with 3 minutes and 12 seconds left, if it's not already in the money, below 71.77, I just want to take whatever I can get. But with 3 minutes to go, if it's already gone into 71.77 and it's in the money, then I feel super confident about leaving the contract open all the way to expiration. But not as it is right now. You didn't risk very much at all, so it's not that big of a deal. Ooh. Printing this doji looking candle. Look at this long wick down at the bottom. You see that right there? We may have bottomed out here. I may have had a chance to close that out with a profit and missed it. It's exciting though. I mean, I don't have any significant loss associated with any of this. So it doesn't really matter. You can drop back lower. You can do it. You were lower a minute ago. You can stop being a total jerk. That's right. That's right. You can fall lower. Let deep sleep. Just let yourself feel comfortable falling. You're falling into a cloud. What's the RSI doing down here? It's not low enough yet. You got to go all the way down. You got this. That's right. 71.78 with 1 minute to go. This goes profitable at all. I want the money. Canceling the limit order. I'm going to pull this bad boy up right here. Any amount of profit is fine. Well, Well, it looks like we're going to hold this all the way to the conclusion. With 44 seconds left to go, it's either all the way profitable or all the way a loss. $71.79. Gosh, we got so close. That was exciting. I kind of liked that one. Well, with this bullish doji looking candle right here, maybe we'll get a little bit of a bounce. 8 seconds to go on the new contract. I'm going to do something a little similar to what we just did. Maybe something above 71.82, 71.81, 71.85. Wow. Stuck on these 71.85s. And then maybe something below 71.77. Just get one of those because those are $7. I feel like it's a no-brainer at this point that every single time I take these trades, we're going to get some amount of profitability. Like, it's going to go into some amount of profit because we're paying so little for each one of these, which is the point. So point number one is to do some practice taking really small losses in exchange for the possibility of a really bigger gain, which is something I do a terrible job of. Number two, getting lots of practice in price action. That's just a huge weakness for me, and I'm gaining something every day. And while these contracts are open, I can take a look at like price action candle patterns. And I just look at these blog posts and whatnot and kind of focus on what it is that I should be looking for or could be looking for. And then I put it into practice right away. And I can look at 4 charts at the same time, which we were doing last week. Ooh, that US dollar, Japanese yen looks pretty interesting. Let's see here. Australian dollar's dropping a bit. Pound yen. Euro US dollar. Australian dollar is still the one I like the best. So we're going to focus on that. Still profitable on the 71.77 contract, but it looks like what's happening here is we are putting a low in here. Like 2 candles that stretch down, that reach down, long wicks, and then can't make it any farther. And those long wicks are telling me one of 2 things. It wants to fill that area down below, or it's not going to fall, it's going to bounce. Anytime my charts aren't being shown, I'll figure it out reasonably soon. So if you're looking at the chart on the right, there are these 2 long wicks, and that's either showing us that price wants to fill this area down below or price wants to jump upward. $71.80. Can it finish above 71.81? Could it do that? Could I pay 19 to make? Can I make 21 to make 79? That's a possibility. It just has to jump just a bit. This will be the last contract we do today. Learned a ton, risked very little. The goal for this week is to get the account another $400 higher. Had a big week last week, early in the week, got it up to $1,500 or so, taking a bunch of small losses in a row. That's no problem. Oh, we are so close to this trade. Come on, just a bit more with 30 seconds left to go. That would be spectacular. I'm going to do a recording of the next contract. So I'm going to pull up the recording software here. And then I'll go back over to where we were. Look at that, with 6 seconds left to go, we didn't quite get up there. But we got close. All right, so it looks like price is ready to, it's put in maybe a low. That's a little bit expensive for my taste, but try one of the 7181s. And we'll see where that goes. Seems like we could get above 7181. All right, we saw a bunch of price action. I didn't get the result that I would have loved to have today, but thanks for being here on the live broadcast. And we'll be back tomorrow around a little bit earlier than where we were. And I may come into the office super early one day this week and trade those really active European markets. Oh, this one's going profitable. Why not take a look at this one? All right, with 4 minutes left to go, we're $22 in profit. Be nice to close this out with a win. Now, with 3 minutes left to go, if we're in the money, I want to leave the trade on for the duration. Because if it can push into positive territory and stay above it with 3 minutes to go, I feel like that's the direction that the market's chosen. And I feel less of a risk associated with keeping that position open the whole time. And if I'm risking $3, $4, $5, and I can get this up to a $25, $30, $35, $40 win, my risk to reward ratio is amazing. We're still above we're in the money, 7181.1. Let's just pull this up and see what the broker says. Yeah, the exchange says 7181. So all this can do is, oh, come on, stay above. Stay above 7181. If you're going to stay here for the end of the broadcast, the candle might as well give you a win to look at. Man, that temptation to close that trade was so great. But with 3 minutes left to go, it was in the money. And I feel like you gotta let it finish it out. So we paid 33. I'm not going to put a limit order in. That's dumb. If I'm going to close it, I just close it now. But we're so close to this being profitable. 7180.9. So close. 1 minute and 54 seconds left to go. If it finishes at 7181, we win. 7181.1, that's great. With 1 minute and 39 seconds left to go. Now we popped up. There we go. Nice. Now we're 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Well above. Max profit, basically. Take it. Boom. All right, so we ended on a high note. Could have done better. Some things I'd like to see the next time around, which is basically on that last one, once I've gotten a feel for how things are going, just take a bunch of contracts. That's where my success has come, is fewer contracts at the beginning of our conversation, and then as I get a feel for the market, go take a bigger risk. Not a huge risk, of course. I think that by trading and taking small losses, you learn where the market wants to go. Just a feeling I have about things. Have a great day, everybody. Glad we ended on a high note. Love you all. Have the best day ever. I'll see you tomorrow.